Here it is. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals.
But it never lasts.
Go Cleveland.
It's the safe choice. As a non-profit, NOPEC buys electricity and natural gas in bulk for over 235 Ohio communities and passes the savings and benefits on to you. Life's got enough ups and downs. So choose NOPEC. No one does more to lower your utility bills.
Ready, set, go. Live big in the 3 larger-than-life SUVs from GMC. Step up to GMC and get nearly $5,300 purchase allowance on most 2020 Acadia models. We are professional-grade GMC.
Your boss thinks you're the best. His rock star sales rep, heir to his throne. But if you can't upload that massive presentation in time for his big meeting because you have cable, just remember, you're not a bad employee.
Anybody got a joke?
You just need better internet. AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience with 20 times faster upload speeds than cable. Switch to 1 gig internet for $89.98 a month per year when bundled with AT&T TV. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877, only AT&T.
Start with Danita, Katie, and Trent on Good Morning Cleveland. Found Network.
Burrow versus Baker, a new quarterback rivalry in the AFC North about to kick off as Thursday night football between the Bengals and the Browns starts right now exclusively on NFL Network.
Here it is. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. Go Cleveland.
To NFL Game Day Kickoff, delivered by Pizza Hut.
Welcome in, everybody, to NFL Game Day Kickoff. Shout out to Cleveland. Wish we were there with you in the Mooney lot tonight, but we're all on a different journey together this season. One that's brought us to the battle of Baker and Burrow. So a lot in common with these two. Both left college on incredibly high notes, either leading the NCAA in offensive touchdowns or smashing the NCAA passing touchdown record. Both snagged a Heisman, both drafted #1 overall to the AFC North. Like a set of Russian nesting dolls they are, as we bring in Steve Smith, Joe Thomas, and Michael Irvin. And look, both quarterbacks, they landed in the state of Ohio to be the future of their franchises. Obviously, Joe Burrow would be the bigger nesting doll just because of his size, but who has the bigger game tonight, Steve?
I think that Joe Burrows will have the bigger game because he will continue to show us early on. This will be his second game. No preseason. He has more of the upside. He has shown us that he will continue to play exceptionally well. He will learn. He will make mistakes. But
here it is. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals.
I expect nothing but
that's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. Go Cleveland.
The bigger night tonight because all the pressure is on him. Joe Burrow already showed us last week that the Bengals were absolutely right, taking him #1 overall, leading his team down the field in that pressure situation with ice water in his veins, giving his team a chance to win right at the buzzer. But with Baker Mayfield, this is year 3. This is the make or break rubber match season for him. He needs to prove tonight that he can be the franchise quarterback of the future for the Cleveland Browns. He wants to give that entire team in that city confidence that he's the man, and the pressure is all on that guy tonight.
In a better game, I hope we're talking about who's making the plays and come up with the win, because Joe may have more yards, but I don't necessarily think that equates to a better game. I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield to have the better game because I'm expecting Stefanski and everybody to run this game differently, to use that run game, and then use those horses that he has on the outside to make plays. And Baker Mayfield Give him some plays that he can win with, getting the ball out of his hands quickly and then dropping back and possibly going deep. And hopefully this time connecting with Odell Beckham. I'm taking Baker Mayfield with better game tonight.
Baker Mayfield, he has the experience there. He shouldn't get outplayed by a rookie. That would be maybe an indictment if he does, so we'll see if that happens. Of course, there is another first overall pick on the field tonight, and that is Myles Garrett, who will be chasing after Joe Burrow tonight on the field, one of the best in the league. We'll see how he does tonight.
NFL Game Day Kickoff is presented by Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Order now at pizzahut.com.
Tired of one-topping pizza deals? You found something great, but oh no, it's carry-out only. Introducing the new $10 Tastemaker from Pizza Hut. With our mathematically superior Tastemaker combination, you get 1, or 2, or even 3 of your favorite toppings. How about that? And it's all available for just one easy payment of $10. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Gillette Pro Glide and Pro Glide Gel. 5 blades.
Here it is. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. Go Cleveland.
Ready to make it count.
When you brew beer for over 250 years, you become surrounded by ritual. But there is none so powerful as a simple toast to your health. Or as we say in Ireland, sláinte.
Bridgestone Dueler tires are built to drive around the entire Earth 3 times. Now someone just needs to build the road. Now that's clutch performance. Bridgestone, official tire of the NFL.
What if he doesn't have this team around him?
Potential to be one of the greats.
All that I'm sure enough, how to involve the game is enough for me to be a leader. That's the big show.
Play is not the same.
It must be bigger than football.
Welcome back to Game Day Kickoff. So against the Ravens last week, OBJ and Baker Mayfield, they could not get on the same page. A theme that's rolled over from last year in Cleveland. His first catch of the game came in the second quarter, and on the day, Odell was just 3 for 22 on 10 targets. So Beckham clearly wasn't happy. Steve, do you think he gets back on track tonight? Is this the night?
He'll get back on track if they give him the ball early and often. Keep him involved. Don't force him. Just throw the plays that the coach has drawn up for him. That's simple.
Yes, I think he gets back on track tonight. I think he understands that sometimes you're in a tough situation right now. You got a team that's trying to win. Anything you're doing that's taken away from that is only adding to the issue. I think he plays a good,
Here it is.
a calm game, and you will see the best Odell Beckham show up.
The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Browns.
That's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Team and a new offense, and there was a coach.
Go Cleveland.
And a lot of times the game can kind of get away from you a little bit as a a first-time head coach, and you forget to get those stars involved like you wanted to maybe before the game started. But I really think they're going to look back at that film and decide tonight, hey, it's going to be a little bit closer game. The Bengals are not the Ravens, so hopefully it's back and forth where you can still get a lot of those play action, those run action calls, get Baker out of the pocket, get Odell involved early and often, and give him an opportunity to throw the football down the field and play action where Baker Mayfield really thrives.
Yeah, it's been 11 straight games since Odell Beckham Jr. had his last 100-yard receiving game. It's the longest stretch of his career, so maybe he turns it around tonight. On the other sideline, you got 7-time Pro Bowler A.J. Green. He's back. He's healthy. We'll see what kind of damage he does.
Where is the book? Never mind, I found it!
When game days ago, there's a Bud Light there.
The NFL is back, baby.
I'm up in my game at Best Buy with a big Samsung QLED TV.
You're basically in the huddle. I'm calling plays in the huddle.
I just threw a touchdown.
I just threw 5 touchdowns.
That's a hell of a TV.
Upgrade to a big Samsung QLED from Best Buy. Bring the game home.
Where are you?
Honey, did you hear about these new Geico savings?
Huh?
You'll get an extra 15% on top of what Geico could already save you.
Can I call you back, Mom?
Your father's been researching our genealogy. We're Vikings.
There's never been a better time to save with Geico. Switch by October 7th for an extra 15% on car and motorcycle insurance.
Hey, we lost the Wi-Fi password. Do you remember what that is?
Bridgestone Taranza tires are engineered to make sure nothing comes between them and the road. Especially not a little bit of water. That's clutch performance. Bridgestone, official tire of the NFL.
Want to dominate your fantasy league?
Let's go points, man!
Our experts have the insights to give you the winning edge. He's got the skills. He's got the speed. The dude is like a rocket. NFL Fantasy Live. Tomorrow at 6 on NFL.
In Northeast Ohio, we are hungry to win, eager to rebound, and working toward change.
We tell your stories every night. Original,
in-depth, and with hope, so that you feel good about what tomorrow will bring.
Yeah, I think we're good here. Why do we offer so many active safety features on our Chevy SUVs?
Oh, yeah. All set. Ready, Freddie?
Because we're not just engineers.
Promise me you do, okay? Slowly. Going slow. We have families, too.
Ooh. Get 15% of MSRP cash back on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Northeast Ohio.
Browns fans will have a special opportunity to purchase 50/50 raffle tickets benefiting the Stay in the Game Network and shoes and clothes for kids. For more information and to purchase a raffle ticket, visit Browns5050.com or the Browns mobile app.
We are getting close. I can feel it. The Bengals and Browns kick off Thursday Night Football right here on NFL Network. Herb, who's going to be the difference maker tonight?
Oh my God. My man right here, Joe Burrow. I'm telling you, he's coming back. Let me show you this play right here. It's a simple zone. Look at him. Watch this. I want you to see it. He knows with his zone, he can't let his receiver run out of one man's zone and into the other. So he squeezes that ball right between those two defenders, gets the ball right to his receiver. Great play, Joe Burrow. I'm expecting him to be a difference maker.
Nick Chubb, for me, is the exciting back that I can't wait to see tonight. He had a good game last week against the Ravens, but he didn't get a lot of carries tonight. I expect many more carries. He's one of the most explosive running backs in the NFL, but what makes it so exciting is that vision, right? This play is designed to go to the offense's left, but he cuts it all the way back against the grain, and he's got the home run speed to make big runs, and as a big back, that is very rare. That's why this man was one game away from winning the rushing title last season, and I think if things go well for him this year, he's got a great chance to win that rushing title this year.
Well, for Nick Chubb to do that, this man right here, Myles Garrett, has to show up and he will show up, but he has to neutralize the Cincinnati Bengals, and he'll do that. He doesn't always come up on the stats, but he does always impact the game every single time.
All right, the time has come to ask who's winning tonight, delivered by Pizza Hut. Listen, we were supposed to be in Cleveland tonight. My heart is in Cleveland tonight. My new neighbors think I'm from Cleveland because they saw me wearing a Cleveland's Finest t-shirt that Joe Thomas sent me, so shout out to Joe. I think the Browns are going to run on the Bengals. They take it 24-20. Steve?
Well, I have the Cincinnati Bengals 25-23. I just think it's going to be one of those nights.
Yeah, Steve, if you're a Bengals fan, it's going to be like forgetting the mute button and flushing the toilet during that Zoom meeting. The real embarrassment will be felt when it's all over. Browns 31, Bengals 26.
Yeah, I think we see some pretty good play out of some young quarterbacks tonight trying to get back on track. I got the Browns winning this one 24-17.
Okay, well, that is it. Week 2 is set to kick off. It's a rivalry renewed between AFC North foes and a pair of Heisman-winning quarterbacks, and it's all coming up next exclusively on NFL Network.
When you brew beer for over 250 years, you become surrounded by ritual. But there is none so powerful as a simple toast to your health. Or as we say in Ireland, sláinte.
Oh no! Another pizza deal that's carry-out only? Introducing the new $10 tastemaker from Pizza Hut. Get any 3 toppings you want delivered for just one easy payment of $10. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
We are a team. We are a unit. We are a family. No, literally. We are a suburban family of football fans. That's our neighbor. Hi, Bob. And that's the inflatable screen we forgot to properly secure.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it.
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's most awarded network.
I'm on my phone 24/7.
Then, for the first time ever, include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
We're a big soccer family. Handmaid's Tale. I love Frozen.
Then give families plans to mix and match, so you only pay for what you need and offer it at a price built for everyone. Plus, get the Samsung Galaxy S25G UW on us when you buy any Note 25G, and $300 when you switch. The network more people rely on gives you more.
Wake up with NFL Game Day Morning. Our crew previews all of Sunday's biggest matchups and tells you who will shine in Week 2.
I need that quarterback that can win in any moment.
NFL Game Day Morning. Sunday at 9 on NFL Network.
And now to honor America, please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Dr. Adrian Thompson Bradshaw.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting.
Here it is. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. Go Cleveland!
Oh, the land of the free
Very nice.
Week 2 is about to begin. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman have the call of Bengals and Browns coming up next. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Thank you for watching NFL Game Day Kickoff presented by Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Order now at pizzahut.com.
Tired of one-topping pizza deals? Try the new $10 Tastemaker from Pizza Hut. Get any 3 toppings you want for just one easy payment of $10. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The NFL is back, baby.
I'm upping my game at Best Buy with a big Samsung QLED TV.
You're basically in the huddle. I'm calling plays in the huddle.
I just threw a touchdown.
I just threw 5 touchdowns.
That's a hell of a TV.
Upgrade to a big Samsung QLED from Best Buy. Bring the game home.
Get your ice cold Bud Light, Seltzer hip. Can you get a Bud Light delivered to your seat just like at the game?
Yes.
And will I still do my touchdown dance just like at the game?
Welcome to the following presentation of the National Football League on NFL Network.
And welcome to Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light Platinum. And welcome to this battle in the AFC North. 2 teams from the state of Ohio, 2 teams that started the season with a loss going at it here tonight. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That's the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. And Troy, it was a loss in week 1 for the Cincinnati Bengals. But I feel like there's hope. Like they know they have the right guy to build around in quarterback Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it sure feels that way. I mean, he comes in and he did what good quarterbacks do, and he gave his team a chance to win late. And I know they weren't able to get it done, but in watching him, the poise that he was able to show. And remember, this is a guy who had no offseason, very little training camp, no preseason games, and yet he steps out there against a really good defense, did a heck of a job. What got lost in that is how well their defense played. A team that was really bad on that side of the ball a year ago had a lot to show for their efforts.
All right, so Kevin Stefanski, 14 years in the Vikings organization, takes over, first-year head coach for the Cleveland Browns. He's got a roster with a ton of talent on it, but now the talent has to come together, and that has to start with quarterback Baker Mayfield.
Well, it does, and they've changed some things with him this offseason, some of his footwork. And I know in the game on Sunday they got behind so fast that they weren't able to run the offense that Kevin Stefanski was brought here to run. They want to run a lot of 2 tights, run the football, play action, get the ball down the field to the playmakers, Odell Beckham and then Jarvis Landry, hoping to see some more of that here this evening, but their defense is going to have to hold the score down better than what they did on Sunday.
We've got both sidelines covered for you tonight. We'll start with the Cleveland sideline and Aaron Andrews talking about that connection between Mayfield and Beckham.
Yeah, when Odell Beckham joined this Cleveland Browns team last year, naturally everybody thought Baker Mayfield's passer rating would go up. Instead, it went down. And already here in week 2, if you read the papers in Cleveland, they're worried about a lack of chemistry. Mayfield told us it was a little bit of miscommunication, and they're working on it. Offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt said, don't hit the panic button just yet. These 2 will get on the same page. We just need to go to work. We're on to Cincinnati. That means I'm going to send it over to Christina King.
Well, thank you, Aaron. And speaking of Odell, forever a legend. That is how he described Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Understandable, given all that he accomplished at their alma mater at LSU. And not surprising, of course, that he hasn't reached legendary status just 1 week into his NFL career, but he has received the praises from the receivers in his own locker room. Talking to AJ Green, he tells me that poise and command he shows in the huddle is unbelievable. He says his rookie quarterback does not flinch, and Joe, there's no moment too big for him.
Yeah, I think he proved that last week in that tight game where the Bengals had a chance at the end of the ballgame to tie it. Missed a 31-yard field goal, but as A.J. Green said afterward, we got a special one in Joe, and we get a chance to see Joe right out of the gate. Cleveland won the toss, they defer. Cincinnati receives. Glad you're with us on NFL Network. And bringing it out is Brandon Wilson. Took it from the end zone, and a nice return, knocked down near the 39-yard line. 42-yard return and a good start for Cincinnati. And here comes Joe Burrow. Good field position to start his night. And he told us, Troy, 100%. It's a good thing that we have a quick turnaround after that loss on Sunday. He can't wait to get back after it.
Yeah, spoken like a real competitor. And for most young quarterbacks, you'd think they'd like the extra practice time, but not Joe. He's glad to be out there on Thursday night.
Play action as he fakes it to Mixon, airs it out, and caught, and they're going to say a catch. The catch is a call by A.J. Green. I'm not so sure. Let's take a look. Right now, they're calling it a catch, but a quick challenge flag thrown out by the far sideline and Kevin Stefanski, and it certainly looks like he'll win that challenge.
Yeah, I'm surprised the official there right along that sideline missed this one. This, even from where we are, Joe, it looked like he was definitely out of bounds, but how about this right out of the box? First play of the game, take a shot up the field, one-on-one on the outside. Just a little too much over that outside shoulder. They're walking back now. That was pretty obvious, but I like the aggressiveness.
A.J. Green slow to get up.
Ruling on the field of a completed pass. The play is under further review.
So Cleveland's challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass, and every player has moved back to where the line of scrimmage was. Everybody knows this is incomplete.
I think the officials are a little late to the party.
Anyway, Burrow was 0 for 5 on throws beyond 20 yards against the Chargers. He missed a wide-open A.J. Green last week that would have been a 31-yard touchdown pass, and after the game he said a high schooler can make that throw. He was really critical.
Yeah, he was.
The zone play, gave himself a D for his NFL debut, and his coaching staff gave him a higher grade than that.
Yeah, as did I. And I think where he was really down on himself is he missed 2 consecutive throws that would have been for touchdowns. The worst of the 2 was when he overthrew A.J. Green. And those are throws that he doesn't typically miss. The guy threw 60 touchdown passes in what was arguably the greatest season by any collegiate quarterback last year for LSU, leading them to the national title. But at the end of that game, what he was able to do in getting them down the field, they get A.J. Green for pass interference. Otherwise, they win it, and then a missed chip shot to send the game into overtime. But he showed tremendous poise throughout that game, especially early when he was getting hit an awful lot.
A crowd of 6,000 is getting restless.
Pass. It'll be second down. Please reset the game clock to 14 minutes and 49 seconds. 14 minutes and 49 seconds on the game clock.
The Bengals are ready to go. The Browns have been ready to go for about a minute. They go right to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10, and the officials have to get set.
Well, the bad thing about that call is right out of the box, Kevin Stefanski having to burn one of his challenges on what was a rather obvious call.
Empty backfield with Burrow. Quick setup and throw. The pass is caught, and good fight. Looks like enough for a first down by Tyler Boyd. A gain of 10, and he has really blossomed into a top receiver, especially with A.J. Green missing all of last season with the torn ankle ligaments in his left ankle. You look at the numbers for the Bengals from a year ago, and that's how they start up front. Xavier Su'a-Filo is on IR with a bad ankle, and Fred Johnson starts at right guard.